Would you consider porn to be a drug?
Yes.
Do you consider porn to be a drug?
Yes.
Yeah, I think definitely addiction, form of endorphins, form of just like the want to feel good, but a drug? Nah, I don't think it's a drug.
Would you guys consider shrooms a drug?
Yeah, I do. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because it's like something you ingest. That's why I consider it a drug. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about the definition of drug.
Would you consider porn to be a drug?
Probably. Some people can't stop watching it. So, like with drugs, you can't stop taking them. With drugs comes addiction. I think there is definitely porn addiction. Yes. But it's not as bad as some things, I think. But probably.
Here, take a picture of this. This is way more aesthetically pleasing. Done?
It's pretty much as good as other protein bars. So
Yeah, thanks. I'll take your trash.
Oh yeah, thanks. Okay, so the question is, do you guys consider porn to be a drug?
No, porn is not a substance. Porn is a medium. I think porn is bad for you, but it's not a drug. Agreed. I don't think drugs are bad for you necessarily.
Would you guys consider shrooms to be a drug? Magical mushrooms.
Yeah.
Should any drug be illegal?
No. Poison.
Porn is a drug, not a controlled substance. We use the word drug to refer to a wide range of things, from drug wars to drug stores, heroin to caffeine, with connotations ranging from prescription to addiction. Some are illegal, some are promoted, and others are demonized. But what exactly constitutes a drug? Most would agree that any mind-altering substance fits under the label, but what about mind-altering experiences? If you were to measure the physiological state of people spending hours a day scrolling through apps or watching TV, you would find that they too have had mind-altering effects, changes in their brainwaves, dopamine releases in the neurons, stimulated audio-visual senses, a fixated, droopy-eyed stare, blood pooling in the legs, and so on.
Son, dinner is ready.
These are not substances we ingest, but media we consume nonetheless. And of all the graphic imagery screens can show you, porn is by far the most stimulating. A documentary might inform you on an important topic. A messaging app might connect you with a friend. But porn serves only one purpose: sexual stimulation that is detached from any human connection. Numerous fMRI scans and studies on porn addiction have shown that it activates the same neural pathways as drugs like cocaine. And like other drugs, porn addiction leads to reduced amounts of gray matter in the brain, it rewires your reward system, and it can lead to self-destructive behaviors, just to name a few. If porn was only in the form of physical posters or lewd magazines, as it has been for decades, it may not be such a big deal. But of course, in the age of information, porn is accessible everywhere, all the time, for free. Thousands of pages of hardcore fucking, erotic fetishes, and strangers having sex on film are just a click away on the screens of adult men, women, teenagers, and children. I would know. My first exposure to porn was through the Wii Internet channel, funnily enough. I was 14, and from there I began a daily habit of porn consumption and masturbation, a combination sometimes referred to as PMOing, porn masturbation orgasm. I developed an addiction to the flood of dopamine and endorphins PMO released, and over time, this habit warped my perception of what sex is, and even what I found arousing. It's hard to say exactly how much porn consumption has affected my development, but as I got into my late teens and early 20s, I became more self-aware of it and began to wean myself off of porn. Now, I rarely have the desire to PMO. If I do masturbate, it's infrequent and using my imagination. The times I do see porn, it's mostly just scrolling past social media apps and rarely from seeking it out. Overall, I have a much healthier relationship with my sexual desires and a more realistic perception of sex now. I'm making this video because porn is accessible and it's pervasive and addiction is common, and yet there's no public conversation on it because it's not viewed as a drug. It's not something you ingest, and yet the experience on your brain is all the same.
Great. Yeah, I think shrooms are a drug. And there's a lot of over-the-counter drugs that we take. I think drug has a negative connotation that I don't think shrooms should have.
Yeah.
But it would be considered a drug versus, I think ingesting it, the actual difference that, the differences you get from it. So, yeah.
Psychedelic substances. These are defined as harmful, addictive drugs, but what they do is actually the complete opposite of porn. They alter your state of mind, and where they bring you is a place far closer to reality than a sober state of mind. But that is a topic for another video. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Would you consider shrooms to be a drug?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.